Hi people, this is Nettie. I threw out a video in Spanish called "The Economy is Killing Us." Well, here in Puerto Rico, we have a big problem that the government is raising everything. I mean, this is a big worry between all the Puerto Ricans. They decide to raise everything. Everything has taxes. Now they're going to put the gasoline with tax, you know. The water is getting a raise, the light is getting a raise, business to business. What is this? Every business that make another business are gonna get taxed. What does that mean? The consumer's gonna pay for it. They're saying they're not giving the raise to the people. Of course you are. If a business has to buy from another business food, let's say for groceries, he's gonna pay that tax. You think he's gonna stay with the? He's gonna just pay it and cut costs? No, he's gonna be giving that tax to the public by raising their products. Anybody knows that, you know. And then they have also that people are gonna. They already put it out. There's a video on the internet how people was affected by this. That they're gonna work more years instead of 62. These are the people who works for the government, not everybody else. But for the people who work for the government, they'll be working, I think it's to 68 or 70, something like that. I think it's 68. And they're going to get paid less. In other words, you're going to work harder to get less pay. Isn't that great? But the funny thing is, now we're going to pay for the bags $1 a bag. In other words, if you make your grocery, they give you 10 bags. That's $10 right there. And the year 2015 is going up to $2. That'll be $20 for 10 bags. Okay, now I was giving them a solution, you know, because the government, you ask them how they doing economically. Oh, very good, fine, thank you. You know, they don't care. They're raising their pocket left and right. They got the governors and their wives and all their family working for them. They taking the stateholders out and putting their people in. You know, right now in San Juan, we got a problem that a good school that the other governor did, which is for 4 point student, you know, to learn good English, to have a good quality school. That school was awarded as one of the best schools in Puerto Rico. Now this lady wants to come and start making people pay for going to school. That's not the intention that the other governor made this school. It was the intention so for poor folks to have the accessibility to go to a good school without, you know, breaking an arm and a leg to try to get there. You know, like a private school. So now she's gonna change all that, you know. And I feel sad because all the time that you see her, she's either dancing or, you know, making ridiculous situations. You know, she's not cleaning the San Juan. She's not doing anything for San Juan. San Juan looks dirtier every day, and I hate to say it, but you know, I think that the people of Puerto Rico deserves more than that. Also, I'm saying this because I want to do a protest. This is going to be a peaceful protest, you know, and I want to give also solution to the people of Puerto Rico what they could do to solve part of the economic problem that is coming. You got gardening. You know that the other day we felt like eating salads. We had tomatoes in the refrigerator. I cut down all my lettuce, and it didn't cost me 1 cent, and I didn't have to pay taxes for it. And we ate them. You know, that is one of the ways you could. You know, Puerto Rico is a tropical area. There's no reason why people are not planting beans. How you call it? Lettuce, squash, you know, mainly they got big trees type of things, you know, like avocado, mangoes. But you need to do also the little things, you know, the little vegetables and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna give it another solution, which is saving light. You know, you could buy how you could cut costs on light. First of all, you know that if you take before you go to sleep, or if you're not using them, cut off everything. Every little light, like your DVD has that little light in, some of the TVs has it, your microwave has that time thing. Shut it all off. You'll save. This lady told me it said in the how you call it in the radio, you will save $10 to $30. I tried it. I saved $20, and sometimes I do save the whole $30. Depends probably the day that I shut it off more times, whatever. But I do save money on that. We also use these energy saving lights. Now they came from 13. Now they have a 9-volt light that for a 9 volt where you have the same as a 60 watt. So we're changing all our 13s to 9. That's a way of saving light. Okay, what they don't say is that when you switch on and off, they say switch the light off. Okay, you switch the toilet light off, then you gotta use the bathroom. You switch it back on, then you switch it back off. Then oh yeah, you gotta wash your hand. You go and you put it on. All this clicks counts money. It goes a little higher, and that's why a lot of people say, but I shut off everything and it still comes higher. Why? Because they're clicking on and off. I did a solution. In my bedroom, I have a small light, a battery operated light. I put one in the bathroom. When I need to wash my hands, because I go constantly, since I mess around with the plants and stuff, I constantly wash my hands. I just put on that little light, that battery operated light, and I wash my hands. I use those, how you call it, those rechargeable batteries. And it don't really waste because you're putting it on and off. You're not usually using it all moment. So that's a way of saving. They also have how you call it, stack ups. When you're gonna buy a store, sometime here in Puerto Rico, there's some stores that they got like 7 toothpaste for $5 special. That won't come back until another 3-4 months. So they stack up. All these little special, put them in there. Stack it up. At least try to stack up as much as you can. Okay. They're going to put a raise on the bags, right? Like I said before, $1. Collect them from now. Start collecting them. Just collect as much, I call it. And I've been telling all my friends, everybody in their neighborhood, save your bags. Okay, there's people who knows how to make bags. It's not that hard. I even know how to make a bag. So I suggested these people who knows how to make bags. You could buy a hard, how you call it, cloth, and make a bag. Make bags. You could give your daughter or your son, to help them out also. So that is a way of saving. To save in water, what would you do? You would just collect rainwater. Okay, you're not going to use it for cooking, naturally. But you could use it for your plants. You could use it to mop the floor. You could use it to flush a toilet. You could use it to clean the, how you call it, anything around, as long as it ain't got nothing to do like the tables, and things that has to do with eating. I suggest you don't do that. But you could do that, collect rainwater. The reason why I'm doing this protest, specifically, I personally don't buy in the regular store here. I go to the commissary because, one, I save me a lot of money and I don't have to pay taxes. Why should I give the money to the government if they're not even thinking about the disabled? They're not even thinking about the elderly. They don't care about the elderly. They don't care about the disabled. All they care is how they can make a couple of bucks for themselves. And all this is causing me to tell the people of Puerto Rico, protest peacefully. I'm not saying to go outside and go, oh, we against the government, la, la, la. That don't work. Cut it where it hurts. Cut their income to the government. And you hitting them where it hurts. Because, first of all, if there's no money in the government, why the heck they giving Mr. Black to go to Washington and say how bad statehood is, and he's getting paid $500 an hour? Tell me that. Why is it that they throwing out a lot of people because they ain't no work, yet they putting in their friends? The Congress, how you call it, like, for instance, Acevedo Vilá, ex-governor, now he's in the government, now his wife is in the government. They're getting 2 good paychecks. While the people of Puerto Rico don't have jobs. They don't have a way to support themselves. And only a few, like, thank God my husband's one of them, has a good job, a steady job, and like I tell him, don't even move for that. He's getting paid less. It's true. He's getting paid less, but it's a secure job, and that's the most important thing. So, people, I tell you, Puerto Rico, you have to stand up. Hit it where it hurts. And I'm telling you, until the government of Puerto Rico does not worry for the disabled and the elderly, I'm not going to worry about the government. And I suggest the government of United States, if anybody has any connection down there, look, put the federals to check everything. Right now they're checking the UPR. That's a college here in Puerto Rico. They're also investigating, I think, Cagua, about some education stuff there. I don't know, they say or something, and they're investigating it. I tell them, don't just investigate here and there, federals. Investigate everything that goes in and goes out of your money. Because they're ripping off like crazy here. And the people here in Puerto Rico, oh yeah, they scared to say something because they might lose their job or this and that. Or they just simply don't care and they just move to the States. And you think that's fair? When a lot of people are in bed stricken, that I know personally, people that are bed stricken and they don't have nobody to help them. They have to go live by the mercy of a neighbor, by the mercy of a husband, by the mercy of anybody. They don't have a homemaker like they have it in the States. They say they do, they mention they do, but nobody knows anyone that has one. Because every time you go there, they always say they're broke. They can't give you one. So where is that federal money going? I would like to know. So people, this is what's going on in Puerto Rico. I am protesting. I'm asking all the Puerto Ricans that live here in Puerto Rico, protest. All the Puerto Ricans and people that live in the state, talk to your Congress and say, look, check out our money over there in Puerto Rico. Check out the federal funds of Puerto Rico, because that is your money. United States, that is your money. Americans, that is your money. You pay taxes, they send it here, and then the government steals it. That's not right. So, people, that's what mainly I was talking. Well, I talk a little more than that, but mainly that's what I was talking in Spanish. So my friends in English could understand. Okay, so God bless you all, and on with the protest. God bless you. Bye.